My mom ruined my life. Does it ring a bell? Marginal parents, they had me way too young to have a kid. They separated. My mom left. I stayed with my dad. He did the best he could, and I felt abandoned by my mom. A few years later, she moved 3 hours away from where I lived. And boom, I felt abandoned for a second time. I will visit her time to time, and all I remember is seeing her lying on the sofa and sleeping all day. I used to tell myself, my mom doesn't love me. She will come to Paris where I live sometimes to party without visiting me. Why do I remember only negative memories? So I grew up pretty strong, pretty much on my own, and kept telling myself, I will do everything to not be depressed like my mother. I'll build a beautiful life just to offer a beautiful life to my kids and not make them suffer. So already I was planting seeds. A few years ago, after a difficult event in my life, I was in deep search for truth. And I was repeating over and over, I just want to be true to myself. But I didn't know really what it meant. I didn't know how to articulate it. So I was on a search. I tried multiple activities, took classes, and then finally I reached out to my dear friend Lauren, and I asked her if she could introduce me to Tibetan Buddhism and meditation. So she did. She gave me a book and then briefed me on the posture quickly, and then she told me, okay, now you're going to sit and you're going to watch your thoughts without attaching to them. So I did. I started meditating on my own, read books about Buddhism and meditation, and I traveled to India for 4 months, spent 2 months in the Himalaya, did my two first 10-day silence retreats, took Dharma classes, and for the first time attended to my first guided meditations. I learned how to live an ethical life, about impermanence and non-attachment, about wisdom and compassion, about karma and emptiness, and much more. The Dharma class is about wisdom and compassion, combined with a beautiful series of meditations, such as loving kindness, Tonglen, some analytical meditations, but one in particular that's named The Kindness of Our Mother as we grew up. This gave me the awareness and the acknowledgement of my mother's own suffering. I could finally be able to forgive her for the first time. And then I finally understood the quote that says, if you don't forgive, it's like drinking the poison and waiting for the other to die. So the teaching on karma and emptiness, so karma being the law between cause and effect, and emptiness. Knowing that the things do not exist the way you think they are, doesn't mean they don't exist at all. It means that they don't exist from their own side. But what we do is that we think that they do exist from their own side, that they're real, they're permanent, they're fixed, like my bad memories. So finally I was on the path for truth. I could recognize the emptiness of my own memories and the necessity to let go of my own projections. It freed me from my own first experience suffering, but also gave me the recipe to end any suffering that I may create to myself or others. And now I can share it. It's not easy, but I guarantee you with practice, it's more than doable. So my mom helped me through meditation to develop mindfulness, compassion, and she gave me the desire to explore my own mind. I can finally see the selfishness of my own thoughts and this self-cherishing that kept me stuck for so long and absorbed in my own pain, creating my own problems, making the situations way bigger than it actually is. Like putting those problems or thoughts under a microscope and being obsessed with it and attaching over and over to the negative feeling that it gave me. I never thought I would be able to say that until very recently. My mom is my goddess. She's my biggest teacher. She put me on the path to understand how suffering works. She taught me how to end my own suffering. And most importantly, she gave me the wish to end the suffering of others. You can make anyone your own god, goddess. It can also be you. Meditate.